Greetings! Thanks for viewing this video to explore the Neuroscience program. The terrific faces that you see are graduates of the program who have moved on to brighter futures. In this video, I will explain what neuroscience has to offer. If you would like more details, please visit us at neuroscience.ecu.edu or scan the QR code to lead you to the Neuroscience website. I also invite you to join us on Facebook and LinkedIn. After watching this video, if you decide to become a major or a minor in neuroscience, then the following simple procedures can be carried out. First of all, schedule an advising meeting with me, Tuan Tran, the Program Director of Neuroscience. You do so by either filling in the web form to schedule an advising meeting or simply email me at either trant@ecu.edu or neuroscience@ecu.edu. The form can be found here actually. So go on to the Neuroscience website, scroll down to the portion where it says schedule an advising meeting, and then fill in the form fields accordingly. Please include some days and times that you're available so that I can look that up on my calendar for agreement. Afterwards, once we schedule the meeting, we will meet online via Microsoft Teams or WebEx meetings. During that meeting, I'll review the course requirements with you, research possibilities, and how thesis projects operate. We'll address questions, course registration, and other details. We'll also formally change your record in DegreeWorks. I'll designate myself as your major or minor advisor, and then I'll add you to my email distribution list, so that way you get all critical program announcements. Did you know that ECU has the only undergraduate neuroscience program in Eastern North Carolina? It's been around since the early 1990s and offers either a Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degree. It also is a standing minor, which can complement other majors. It is part of the STEM field: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Compared to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, our program has maintained a bit more continuity over the years. And unlike our program, other universities such as North Carolina State University, Fayetteville State University, and the University of North Carolina at Wilmington all do not offer an undergraduate neuroscience program. What is neuroscience? Neuroscience is an interdisciplinary science that examines the nervous system and how changes within the nervous system affect behavior and cognition. It became a formal academic discipline within universities and colleges during the early 1970s. By comparison, academic disciplines such as psychology, biology, and chemistry have been around for more than a century each. Thus, neuroscience is relatively newer than them. At any institution of higher education, neuroscience is typically born from psychology or biology departments, which is why one tends to find neuroscience highly associated with these departments. Neuroscience is also considered the last frontier in the biomedical sciences because it is strategically positioned to answer one of humankind's most challenging questions. That question is this: how does the brain channel its billions of brain cells, called neurons, and trillions of connections, called synapses, in relation to the chemicals that it releases, called transmitters, to communicate with one another effectively? Ultimately, these interactions within the brain produce behavior, cognition, and emotion. And altogether, a fine balance across these factors can influence our mental health. Neuroscience takes on this challenge by integrating the biological, chemical, physical, and psychological sciences into one field in order to explain many facets of the brain-behavior relationship. It would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to try to answer everything about the brain-behavior relationship in one pass. Instead, neuroscientists specialize in different areas to answer specific questions. In turn, the collective knowledge gained from addressing individual questions will allow them to chip away at resolving the bigger picture. What do neuroscientists really do? Neuroscientists conduct cutting-edge research, such as finding specialized brain wave patterns that facilitate memory storage. They examine small protein molecules that may underlie enhanced stress, such as in post-traumatic stress disorder. And they look at ways to help repair brain damage, such as the regrowth of myelin sheathing, which happens to break down in multiple sclerosis. This is just a small sample of the science that neuroscientists carry out in order to elucidate the intricacies of various phenomena facing humankind. At East Carolina University, Neuroscience is a humble program that boasts being the largest of 16 interdisciplinary academic concentrations in the Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Here, students will acquire foundational knowledge of the molecular, cellular, biochemical, physiological, and psychological mechanisms that underlie the brain-behavior relationship. They will carry out the scientific method by assisting professors conduct research projects. We have a long-standing relationship with 37 faculty across 12 different departments that span the Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences, Brody School of Medicine, and Allied Health Sciences. In the classroom and in the research laboratory, students will be able to analyze data using highly specialized statistical software packages and interpret the results. The program prioritizes student professional development. Therefore, students will be able to practice their communication skills regularly through outlets such as lab meetings, research conferences, and class seminars. They will also be challenged in various classroom, lab, and meeting environments to think critically and to express their thoughts in writing projects. In terms of coursework, the neuroscience program at ECU requires students to complete a minimum of 120 credit hours. It is categorized in 3 clusters. 40 hours go towards general education courses, 67 hours go towards the neuroscience curriculum, and 13 credit hours go towards free electives. The free electives can include electives within the neuroscience curriculum. This table shows a breakdown of core courses in the neuroscience curriculum and structured neuroscience electives. It includes a selection of STEM courses, such as 1 year of biology, chemistry, and physics each, and neuroscience courses, some of which include courses that have a psychology prefix and therefore are offered by the psychology department. To round things off, students wishing to complete a Bachelor of Science degree will need 21 credit hours of neuroscience electives, and those wishing to complete a Bachelor of Arts degree will need 9 credit hours of electives and 12 credit hours of foreign language. For a complete listing of courses, please see the Neuroscience website and download the Neuroscience Major check sheet. Looking to the future, the majority of courses within the neuroscience curriculum help students meet minimum admission requirements for graduate school and medical school, while covering a large percentage of courses needed to enter other health professions. Because the curriculum spans traditional STEM disciplines, psychology, neuroscience, and philosophy, it is a highly diverse major. The curriculum is also flexible enough to accommodate students who wish to take alternative courses outside of the check sheet in order to meet their personal goals. Students wishing to do so should consult with Dr. Tran in order to develop an approved plan of study. An undergraduate education in neuroscience is preparatory. It may lead to admission to graduate school, where students may then specialize in scientific areas such as neuropsychology, neurobiology, and neuropsychopharmacology. Upon completion of graduate school, students may earn a master's degree or ultimately a doctorate in philosophy, also known as a PhD. Career-wise, these types of degrees, particularly a PhD, can qualify one to work in academia, for example, as a university faculty member who conducts research, an entrepreneur who develops products and services geared towards the neurosciences, or a research scientist in government settings, such as the military and the National Institutes of Health. For some students, neuroscience can be a means to medical school. The curriculum is conducive for pre-med study. As a result, students may build an academic, research, and leadership resume that enables them to enter medical school. In turn, different types of medical specializations may be achieved. Some notable specializations include neurosurgery, neurology, psychiatry, and dentistry. Another option for neuroscience majors is to venture into careers within the biomedical sciences and health fields. These types of fields typically require advanced degrees or certifications beyond a bachelor's degree. Some examples include developing and testing drugs in the pharmaceutical industry, engineering products for use in brain trauma or neurodegenerative diseases, and physical therapy that focuses on brain-related trauma or disease progression. I am very proud to say that our program has many opportunities for students to be involved in community, leadership, experiential, and scholarly roles. We are the engine that can do many things beyond the classroom. We have a Neuroscience Student Association, which, in collaboration with the Neuroscience program, helps lead students in community, charity, training, and professional development efforts. It offers a neuroscience seminar series where students are able to present their research to peers and faculty while exchanging important ideas. And their resume at ECU may make them eligible for summer research fellowships offered by well-funded research institutions such as Duke University, Ivy League schools, the University of Nebraska, and many others. I am also delighted to share our success stories involving students who have achieved their career goals and are thriving. Dr. Carrie Shum is now a physician at ECU Pediatrics. Dr. Katie Lahaki is a neuropsychologist in Washington, D.C. And Dr. Matthew Parker is an optometrist in Amarillo, Texas. The type of careers they are now in reflect the diversity and flexibility of an undergraduate degree in neuroscience. While this presentation may not answer all the questions for you, I invite you to see the frequently asked questions page for many answers that are detailed. Furthermore, please contact me for an advising meeting to formalize this major or minor and to get the ball rolling for you. I hope that you decide to come on board and make neuroscience your academic home. Have a great day.